Hello, everybody. Thought I'd take a break from talking politics and bash TV shows to talk a little NFL playoff football. The 2022-2023 playoffs wildcard weekend is coming upon us in a couple days, and I thought I'd give you my prediction all the way to the Super Bowl. And like this could change because, well, I'm not an expert, and the teams I pick could lose. But anyway, the playoff field in the NFC. Number one, the team getting the bye is the Philadelphia Eagles. The number two seed San Francisco 49ers host the Seahawks, divisional matchup. The three seed Vikings play host to the New York Giants. And the four seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers host the Dallas Cowboys. And in the AFC, the Kansas City Chiefs are the one seed with the bye. The Bills play host to the Dolphins in a divisional matchup. The Bengals play host to the Ravens, the three seed Bengals in another divisional matchup, and the AFC South champion Jacksonville Jaguars host the Los Angeles Chargers. I still want to call them the San Diego Chargers at times. Anyway, Tampa Bay and Jacksonville, the south of each conference, was pretty weak, so got a couple of weak division winners. But let's start off with the NFC first. I think it's easier to pick because I think there's really only two teams with a realistic shot. Um, anyway, in the opening round, I mean, I think San Francisco easily takes care of Seattle. They did both times this year. I think the Vikes do beat the Giants. The Vikes don't have a very good defense, but I just don't think the Giants, the Vikes are just better. The only potential upset, I mean, even though Tampa Bay's the home team, Dallas is favored. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. The only reason I think that could be the one upset because it is a home game for the Buccaneers, and it is Tom Brady in the playoffs. But I'm going to go with Dallas on this one, in what I believe will be Tom Brady's final game as a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then after that, I see San Francisco taking care of the Vikings pretty easily in the divisional round. I think Philly beats Dallas. When they lost to Dallas in week 15, I believe it was, Jalen Hurts was injured. And then on to the conference championship. I'm taking Philly. I mean, San Francisco is absolutely loaded, but I think the difference is at the quarterback position. I think, San Francisco's Brock Purdy. He's been playing very well, but, Jalen Hurts has two full seasons as a starter. He's been to the playoffs last year, even though they lost, but I think he's the difference maker. I think he'll make a play. So I got Philly going to the Super Bowl on the NFC side. That's good stuff. Anyway, on the AFC side, it's a little tougher because you got three teams that are absolutely loaded, and the Chiefs, the Bills, and the Bengals. I think the Bills take care of the Dolphins very handily. I don't think that'll even be hardly a game, especially with Tua out. Bengals, Ravens. Lamar Jackson's injured. I'm going with the Bengals. The Ravens could make a game out of it, better game out of it. If Lamar Jackson would come back for it, I have not heard if that's going to happen. I don't think it will. And the interesting one is Jags Chargers. Chargers got hot late. A lot of people thought they underachieved, but number two and the seven. No, they weren't the seven seed. The Dolphins were. Never mind. But anyway, they did get hot at the right time. They're playing. I like the Jags in the future. After this year, they're on the upswing. Great coach, great quarterback, combo, and Doug Peterson and Trevor Lawrence. I think in the future they'll be a team to look out for. But this year I got to go with the Chargers. I just, I'm picking them again, the 5 seed in both conferences to win. Divisional round, Bills Bengals. That's a tough one. I'll come back to that one. I'll do Chiefs Chargers. I think Chiefs take care of business with the Chargers. Move on to the conference championship game. This is the tough one. Bills Bengals. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Bengals. Both teams have been playing really well at the end of the year. I just, with the Bills, with having Micah Hyde and Von Miller injured, I mean, they brought Von Miller in to have that edge rusher, which they were lacking last year. Now he's hurt, and Micah Hyde is out. Their two best defensive players. I think that's the difference. You got Josh Allen and Joe Burrow, and well, even Patrick Mahomes. You know, they're the three best quarterbacks in the game, and they're the top three seeds in the AFC. But then I picked the Bengals to beat the Bills, and a rematch of last year's AFC Conference Championship game. I got to go with the Bengals again. I mean, they seem to have Kansas City's number. They're just the hottest team right now. They've won the most games in a row entering the playoffs, 8, I believe. And everybody else at most. I think there's a couple teams with 7. So I'm looking for the Bengals to repeat as AFC champions, and looking at a Philly Bengals Super Bowl. And my prediction is, love my Eagles, but I think the Bengals take it. The AFC's tougher. I think, I think the top 3, 4 teams, even if you include the Chargers as the 4th best team, are better than the Eagles. I think the Eagles at best are the 5th best team in the NFL. So anyway, take the AFC champion Bengals, and who knows, maybe I'm completely wrong and everything will change. But, one quick side note when it comes to the playoffs, I wish they'd go back to 6 teams. I mean, let's be honest, the Dolphins and the Seahawks have absolutely no business being in the playoffs. I think the Niners and the Bills are more deserving of a bye than the Dolphins and the Seahawks are of being in the playoffs. I mean, and on the NFC side of it, you've got 3 teams, maybe 4 with Dallas when they're on. I mean, the Giants aren't that good. The Buccaneers, this happens once in a while, though. You have a weak division winner. So, and then, like I said, with Lamar Jackson being injured, the Ravens aren't really a playoff team, I don't think. He is the world of difference with them. Anyway, so that's my pre-wild card weekend playoff predictions for the NFL post 2022-2023 postseason. Subscribe to the channel if you would. And Chaos in Southwest Nebraska, over and out.